All right, we're on the Mulch Trail. Giving Dan some off-roading testing on the... How you doing, Duff here? I'm at the Naples Greenway, and I'm here with someone else. That is not Cindy, and it is not Deb. It is Dan. Dan is from Massachusetts. Say hi, Dan.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. Dan is from Massachusetts, and he was down here in Florida doing some visiting of friends, and he asked a couple months ago, I don't know, when did you ask me first, Dan? A couple months ago?
It was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
It was when I was first planning to come down, and I realized that I'd be not super close, but close enough to make a day trip over, and decided to ask if you'd be willing to let me try some of your other bigger wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, he's considering the 18XL or the 16X possibly, but I also have brought my MSX, and I have the M10 just for fun, just for the hell of it. And we're going to ride here around the Greenway and see what he thinks. Should be fun. So Dan literally has only ever...
riding somebody else's car. Everything's the same, but it's different.
It's definitely different. He's never ridden another wheel other than his 14D, so he's on the 18XL right now. I'm on the the MSX. So I'm sure we will be switching out wheels here several times. But so far I would say that your impression is positive of the 18L or 18XL. Yeah. But powerful. I mean, if you're an aggressive rider, it'll take off. I'm gonna dump my trash here.
I don't think I'm going to, I think I'm going to be more like you and Marty, where the top speed I'm ever really going to be doing is probably 25.
Yeah.
Probably mostly 20, because I just don't have the area like you got here where you can really just gut it and go.
Yeah.
And I like the extra margin of safety of having a wheel that can do 30.
Right.
And I have all that extra acceleration for safety if I have to brake, or
right.
if I misinterpret something and I got to sprint across and get out of somebody's way, I've got it.
Right.
I'm not going to regulate.
You have the margin of error to be able to do it.
I like extra error.
Yeah, so do I. I think that's something older people appreciate more than younger people.
I agree.
Morning. Hey, pup.
Is this where you one-wheeled into the tree?
I was just going to tell you that, yeah, this is where I tried to body check the tree. It's right around here somewhere. Let me see. It's very close to here. Hi. Ah, here it is. Right here. I don't see a mark on the tree. On your left.
Slower acceleration in mine, so it's
bigger diameter wheel. Yeah, lower wheel you have more torque, more torquey feeling. Yep.
Yeah, because it's less than half the power, but the low end torque I think I got a little bit more, and just the weight of the wheel and the weight of the batteries and everything.
And that's the main difference I noticed with the 16X, because it is a smaller diameter wheel that has more torque. Right. It feels more torque.
The traction of that wheel.
Yep.
Is that off the line torque.
And the fatter tire's cool.
Yep.
So do you ever do like much trail riding, or?
So what?
Much trail riding? Are you off-road at all? Or?
There's one trail where I take my car to be serviced, and I can go through the woods, and there's loose rocks and stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
I have to get off and walk a little bit. Well, my feet need a break anyway.
Oh, okay.
But there is some areas that are more narrow footpath trails. They're not really very wide.
See, unless I turn my head, I can't hear shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put your finger. Take a finger and put it up next to your strap. Point your finger to the sky.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's all it really takes, right?
Not much.
Yeah. So did you hear about Boosted basically going out of business?
No.
You didn't hear that?
Boosted boards?
Yeah.
How could they go out of business?
They laid off like almost all their employees.
No shit.
Yeah, well, I guess they were funded primarily by venture capital, and it it sounds like they really extended themselves when they came out with that scooter.
I didn't know about the scooter.
Yeah, well, they had a boosted scooter that they announced last year.
Because all I've seen is the videos that Casey Neistat.
Yeah, well, he's the one that made him so popular.
Yeah.
But
that kind of support, they'd be doing great.
yeah, they're basically out of business.
Wow.
Yep.
I did not expect that.
They were like the gold standard as far as e-skateboards go, you know?
Yeah, because I know they weren't the fastest or the longest range, but they were a good, solid, commercially.
Well, they're expensive. That was a problem. Yeah. And I guess that they said that they really struggled with the tariffs. I guess they said the tariffs were really hurting their business too. Yeah. So you have to look it up. I think it was Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday they announced that.
Wow.
Yep.
I would never have guessed.
All right, so I have Dan on the MSX now, 100 volt. He immediately notices the difference in the pedal angle compared to the 18XL and the thickness of the body of the shell.
Yeah, I noticed the pads, the top of the pads could use a little rounding over.
Yeah, yeah, they're a little uncomfortable. But I usually ride with my legs off the case mostly, yeah, so.
You got this bow-legged stand.
Yeah, but you can feel the power if you lean into it on that thing. You can definitely feel the power.
Would you say this has more acceleration than the 18XL?
Acceleration, it's probably similar. It's just that this keeps going and going and going.
Right.
Yeah, I did almost 34 on it in the first day. I haven't ridden the 18XL in a little bit. I'm just still amazed at how quiet it is. Just crazy. All I hear is just the rubber.
Yeah.
The rubber hitting the road. That's it.
That is the strangest thing, is that you can have a device that's got, you know, over 2 horsepower. Can shove a guy through the air, over hills and everything, at, you know, car speeds. And the thing is, all you hear is the sound of rubber.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Remember when those, the first Razor scooters came out that were powered?
Oh, yeah.
And the noise they made?
Yep.
They had like some kind of a brushed motor.
Yeah.
Train.
Yep.
Come a long way.
NiCad batteries, probably. Looks like this guy is ready to take off. A little wobbly. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know if you can see it on camera. He was leaning to the right all the way until touching down there.
Yeah, I think he's...
that looked nerve-wracking.
I think he's got the crosswind, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
The size of plane.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
I was looking at the exhaust ports on it, and I expected it to go down slow.
All right, so we are heading back to the truck, and we're going to switch out vehicles. He wants to try out the 16X. He also brought his wheel is a KingSong 14D, which I've never ridden a KingSong 14 series, so I'm going to try to ride that at some point. And we also have the M10 for fun, so good riding so far. Day's getting nicer. This way. All right, we're on the Mulch Trail. Giving Dan some off-roading testing on the MSX. I am still on the 18L/XL. This is actually nice and packed right now. Sometimes it's a lot muddier.
Yeah, I can see it. Looks like it's muddy, but it's actually
not bad. Yeah, no, it's not bad at all, actually. Hi. Hi, buddy.
This thing is pretty damn awesome.
It's fun. Took a while to learn, but it's fun once you do.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, there you go.
I was wondering if I was going to get that right.
Well, yeah, if you wore my helmet especially.
Yeah.
On your left. Hi, guys. But again, with the bigger wheel, it really is better for handling this kind of stuff. Feels different, right? It's a different feeling. All right, Dan's on the 16X and he immediately feels the difference, which I'm not surprised. That feels different than the other two, doesn't it?
Very different.
Yep. I think I'm actually going to pull out the M10 III. Why not? Got to use more body to turn it.
It's funny because I'm not allowing enough, and I can't quite make the turn that I want to make. And I run out of road.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a minute to figure this out.
Oh yeah. No, it's fine. No, that's good. Okay. M10-3 reacclimation period begin. You always feel wobbly when you're first on this thing. Unsure of yourself. Wow.
Funny, at slower speeds, it seems.
Yeah. Well, the fat tire makes it pretty stable at slow speeds. It's the turning.
Yeah, high-speed turning is really difficult.
Yeah, it wants to go straight. He's experiencing the tracking characteristic of the 16X. You can still ride it backwards. Still feel a little shaky on it though, to be honest with you. Just don't get to ride it enough. All right, I reconsidered taking the... What's that?
These turns.
Yeah. There's nothing real sharp you got to deal with, but as you can see...
I can go through a tight turn, no problem, but at the higher speeds...
Yep.
It's weird, because usually my stance is completely straight up and down, and me and the wheel completely lean, but here, you balance it off.
Well, I've noticed with the smaller wheels, like, I can do most of my leading just by my feet. I can just use my feet to do it. But yeah, with these, you got to definitely use more body. We're over on the zoo side, just for a little bit, just to show them what the zoo looks like. We're going to go over the main Greenway Path into Baker Park next.
I'm more used to it.
Yeah.
But I think if I'd still be cautious. I'm not completely confident. It would take a while. And,
Yeah.
Slowly building up to faster turns and just getting my confidence up to see how much I have to pull on it.
Yeah.
It's funny because I just jumped over that curb, and it's the same jump that I would go on something else, but there's no shock value. It's like being hit with a regular hammer versus being hit with a rubber hammer.
You're right.
It really softens a little bit.
Yeah, when you're used to riding 14-inch wheels exclusively, I mean, it's so different with the bigger wheels.
That's this section, nice.
Yeah, so that's Naples over there.
What are those tanks on the right?
Water holding tanks. It's a beautiful, beautiful park. I'll take you up. They have a nice playground up there for the kids. Ripstick, yeah, there you go.
My sister can do that.
That looks harder than this.
It probably is.
And you can take the path up this terrace too. Ascending the terrace.
Just to go and see?
Well, there's not a lot of high ground here, so you got a pretty good view of the surrounding area, except for the condos, of course. The high-rise condos. Nice. One-wheel guy. One-wheel guy. We're heading to the beach. We're just going to go to the beach and reverse, just to say we did. Okay, welcome to the beach. We're here. No lift switch on the MSX.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, a lot of times you just give it a good push, you can get it to ride up on stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. 4 or 5 times. It's awesome. Look how smooth the water is. There's like nothing going on out there. No waves at all.
Strange because it's windy.
Yeah, because I went to the beach with my...
Just a programmer one so I can, because I got electric heat and it's expensive as hell.
Extreme! Oh, God. Yeah, I bet it's super expensive. What is it, like a heat pump kind of deal or electric baseboard?
Electric baseboard.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's like 9 is the top rate here. We used to actually supplement with kerosene heater. Do you want to try the Mulch Trail on the way back on the 16X?
Try.
See how that feels?
bit. But
Oh, that's all right.
it'd be interesting to feel the difference.
Yeah. All right, we're back on the Mulch Trail. This time I'm doing it on the MSX, and we're letting Dan try the 16X back here. So how does that feel in comparison doing this?
A bit better, not as much as the difference between like what my wheel and these two would do.
Yeah.
But definitely, you can definitely tell there's a difference. You know, there's some bumps you can't even feel.
Right.
You know, the smaller routes, and then the bigger ones. You know, the bumpiness and the landing of it are so much different. And there's, you know, with the softer tire, there's not as much rebound either.
Yeah.
And at the slower speed, the maneuverability seems to improve, so I can, you know, slalom through them and pick your line really easy.
Yeah, this is the first time I've taken the MSX off the road, actually, so it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels real good. I'm going to try, people have been asking me to try to take this through the swamp, so I'm going to probably do the swamp sometime with this.
Yeah, that was a good ride.
Oh my God.
I really enjoyed that video.
Beats the hell out of you though.
I can
It's
imagine.
just,
It's nice if it was shorter.
yeah, it's so long.
It's a little too much of a good thing.
Yeah. Just a little high-speed MSXing. I almost have to, I can't even brace that on my leg at all, so I have to almost just hop on it.
Yeah,
I can't do a conventional
I know,
mount on that thing.
This thing is half as tall to your
Yeah.
knee.
Yeah. So I'm on Dan's 14D, which I've never been on a KingSong 14-inch wheel before. Dan is on the M10 III. How does that feel? It's super twitchy. I remember the first video I got when I bought that thing, I was like ready to like send it back after the first 10 minutes. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is terrible to ride. But then just something clicked. I'm like, oh my God, I can spin on like 8 inches and I can actually reverse easily. And
It takes a while to like retune your reflexes and just dampen everything down. And
Yeah.
It's so responsive.
this feels really good though, actually.
Yeah,
I can see why you like this wheel. It feels really good. I've heard lots of people talk about the KingSong 14s, how good they are, and now I can see what they're talking about. Yeah, power feels good. I wonder what power motor's in this thing.
that's an 800 watt.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what the M10 III has.
Yeah, but you got 14 inch.
Right, you got
7
10.
inch radius, and I got a 5 inch radius. So power-wise, we're matched, but torque-wise,
Yep.
I'm going to beat it. But it's still not bad.
Mm-hmm. This wheel feels great. Really does. And it's very responsive to reverse on. Has similar instant torque as the M10 III, to be honest with you. So this is a nice little package for sure. Great first wheel for people. And I actually have spare batteries I just always forget to bring. All right, so we're done. We've been all over the place. Dan got to try out his hand at the M10 III. I got to mess with the KingSong 14D, which I really like. It feels great. And it's not a very expensive wheel either, so that's a bonus as well. But it's been fun. We've switched up combinations. We ran into some, I assume it's a father and a son on a skateboard. Electric skateboard, electric scooter out there, telling him about the electric unicycle scene. It was a good time. So Dan, so you've ridden now the 16X and the 18XL and the MSX. What are your leanings? Like what feels like
I think I like the acceleration the 16X has.
Do you notice the difference of the way that accelerates compared to the 18XL?
Yes, oh definitely.
Okay.
The 16X accelerates not the same as my 14D, but it can accelerate and accelerate and accelerate right up to top end, which is way faster than I'm used to. Mm-hmm. And it's also got the weight and the inertia and everything. But that tire will take me a while to get used to.
Oh, yeah.
The way it wants to stay up, and you really have to pull it over with your shins.
Yep.
In a fast turn. But strangely enough, when you're in a slower turn, it's very familiar. It's just like my smaller wheel.
It's super, yeah, it's very stable when you're going slow
And the 18,
and maneuverable.
The 18XL, I like that one. That's a good all-arounder, I think, for me,
Yep.
because it's predictable. You know, there's no question. It's just a bigger version of what I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
So it is heavier. So it does steer differently. But you kind of want that stability at the higher speed, so you don't end up with speed wobbles or having
helps.
a bump kind of jiggle you too much. I don't see either one of them as a clear standout, so I may end up just have to buy both.
No, that'd be terrible.
Yeah.
And then what about the MSX?
The MSX seems like I have a taller pedal. When I step off on it, I feel like I'm really up
Partially
high.
because that angle.
And part of it is the pedal angle, which wasn't, bad. I know people complain, but I thought it was fine.
Yeah, some people totally hate that
Yeah,
dihedral angle. So anyways, yeah, it's a good experience. We're gonna be pushing back for home. Again, thank Dan for being here. And that's all we have for now. Till next time, Duff and Dan out. It looks totally safe. Delicate balancing act. There's tea. No, it's large.
I just realized like 30 minutes ago, I haven't eaten lunch.
Eating lunch is important.